Hey guys, RB here. Do you ever start a project and then realize that you need to do another project in order to complete another project and just it snowballs? Yes. So I have a little project today that I need to tackle. If you're just joining me, I will have another video coming out at the same time as this video where I will be rebuilding an antique gas engine pump display that I built years ago, replacing the engine. Check out that video. I'll try to post a link, one of the corners somewhere, for you, or look in the description. Anyways, let me show you what we need to do first. So what I have here is some tank top heaters. I really need a heater in my shop, and these would be perfect for it. These heaters were returned by a customer who had trouble getting them started, and these particular heaters are really tough to start. They work good for first couple times, but then it's almost like the element right in here gets dirty or something, and then they will not ignite and stay lit. So it needs to be cleaned, a little sandpaper, and I have revived several of these already. So I'll give those a try. But in order to work with those, what I have here is my tank that I usually run them on. And I noticed this summer that it was leaking, propane out of it. And what I found, let me see if I can get you a good picture, is that the O-ring was damaged on the inside. There was just a piece there. I already gouged it out. And so I need to try to replace that O-ring. Ideally, this should be done by a professional, but it can be done. I do have the right O-rings for it. It's just a matter of getting it to seat into there. So that's what we're going to be working on today. I'm going to go ahead and get this tank set up to where it'll be easy for me to work on it. Alright, as you can see, I've got the tank laying sideways with my valve facing upwards, and I just supported that by some metal I have laying around. So this, I figure, is going to be the easiest way to go about replacing this O-ring. I have here a couple just different O-ring sets, and what I did is I went through and found the O-ring that fit the best down inside here. If I can get a good angle of it here. Yeah, so that just fit in that seat just the best. The idea here is I need to get the O-ring to seat there and stay there so it doesn't come out as soon as you hook up an accessory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use this glue. I get some Gorilla super glue and regular super glue, and I'm going to try that first, see if the stuff's any good, and see if I can get it down inside there. And then what I'll do, this is the O-ring I found for it, I'll just use pliers to set it down in there, and then kind of just work it in place and hold it in place. So we'll give that a try and see how it works. Alright, so I got the new O-ring in. You can see it there, seated in nicely. It still seems a little soft. I'm not sure how good that super glue is. It definitely was liquid, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's setting up very well. So I'm going to let it sit there for a little bit. Probably move the tank to the side, and we'll go ahead and start tearing into these and figure out what's up with them. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with this one. First thing I did is I just removed the cage across the front. And the thing that I got to look at is this right here. And this is where the little striker element goes into it and keeps it warm, or and then it ignites the whole thing. And those get corroded. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. And there's just a screw holding it on the back side here. And then I should be able to see what's up with it there. Alright, I got it all, the bracket all off there. Let me see if I can zoom in and show you here. So this is the spot I was talking about. It gets all rusted and corroded and stuff, and then it won't put through enough propane to stay lit and eventually light the whole thing. So I'm going to clean this up really good, a little emery cloth, and we'll start there and then see what else we need to do to this. Alright, so I got it all cleaned up with a little sandpaper. I found some 150. I was hoping I had something a little bit better, but it worked okay. And as I was putting it back together, I was looking at this piece, and I've got some spider webs in there, and that'll definitely stop it from igniting. So I'm going to get that piece all cleaned up and get this put back together. I got the igniter all put back in there, the squirrel cage put back on, and I kind of just looking through it here. Everything else is looking good. Wires are all in good contact. So one thing I've noticed in here is the O-ring right here is cracked. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that off and replace that one. And that should be just a standard O-ring. Look at my O-ring kit again. Okay, I pulled out the O-ring kit, and I did find a matching O-ring. Ironically, it's the same one that we just put in the tank. So I believe it'll work. Now, I was able to get the O-ring out in one piece, which helps because you can always take O-rings and lay them side by side and measure the thickness of them, and then also lay it right on top and get the diameter. So we'll use that O-ring. Before I put it on there, there's a little bit of corrosion stuff right here, so I'll get the wire brush back out and clean that up as best I can. Got the new O-ring slid in there and everything all cleaned up. I believe this heater is ready to give a try. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on with the tank sideways like this, just so I can keep that O-ring down there seated, because if I can get a good connection, I'm probably just going to leave it on there. I've got her on there. Now is the moment of truth. Let's open up that valve and see what it does. Still leaking. Alright. Let's see what I can do here. So I pulled up the good old trusty wrench and tightened it up. And let's give it another try here. I don't hear nothing. Alright. She's open all the way. Let's try the valve. Oh yeah. Cool. Let's go ahead and give this a try. Alright, we're going to go ahead and give this a try. Hopefully you guys can see. To light it, I'm going to use my torch just because it's easier. But usually you can use a match or something. So, step one, that's on. We're going to move this to low. Go ahead and light this. Okay, so we got her going there. She's burning stuff off. Want to get it nice red hot. And then should be able to let off the button if it doesn't stay lit. So the goal is that keep it going here. Okay, and then once it gets hot enough, it will stay lit. There's a little element right in here that sometimes sticks. There we go. It's working. Staying lit. So we'll keep it on low for a little bit. Hopefully you guys were able to see that, kind of how it works. I get a lot of questions on these. They're great heaters. They're just really hard to start after, a year or so of use. So all I did, I kept pushing the button, and I did tap on this, and then I also tapped on the element in the back, just in case. Right in here is almost like a spring actuator, and I have a feeling that those stick from time to time. So we got heat out here now. Now we're able to do other projects. Alright, I've had this thing going for about 5 minutes now, and it's working great. You can tell the difference in the garage here. So hope you like this quick video. This is another task checked off. Now we will go ahead and I'll go through this thing too, probably another day. Should be pretty much the same process. If you have one of these and not working, you might try some of those things I showed you and see if you can get it working. So hope you like this. Big thumbs up if you would. Thank you.